Hey guys, it's Epic Ira Haunts. Today, we will be unboxing and setting up the new for 2026 Pumpkin Punisher. Now, let's look at the box real quick. We got his picture right here. We got here, it says his head turns side to side. We got his little glow-in-the-dark image right there. I don't know why it has that. Body lunges forward, makes sinister laughing, screaming, and breathing noises. Durable box. Oh, well, we don't need to go over that. Now let's look at the side. My boy Halloween C. Whose house is that? Then we got the other side. It's literally just more of his features. Yeah. But yeah, so let's get into the unboxing. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, not. His head was the first thing that was in there.
Oh.
Let's just go ahead and get his. Let's go ahead and get. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love you, Techie. They gave us one of those things to push the snap locks in. You know how Techie gives us those? Huh. Oh my god. These shoes are huge, Mr. Size 52s.
They're like crouchy shoes.
Yes, huge. Look at the size of these shoes. Here's this other shoe right here. I love you, Techie. They gave us one of those things that you push the snap locks in to get them out.
Yeah.
Here's the other shoe. Also freaking what?
Huge.
Yes. And his head is the next thing in there. Oh, here's his booty piece. Yeah, look at his booty piece. Yeah, he's got a big butt. Yeah, that is a really cool thing to have. Oh, why is that styrofoam on there? There. His booty. I will show you his head later, so don't. Yeah, we're not spoiling that, are we?
No.
I think the rest of it has to come out with the slide out tray. So we'll be back in a minute. So after we get this tray. So off camera, we took that bag out and we got his instructions out of the bag, which we'll definitely need because this guy looks like he has a pretty confusing setup. And then we got his adapter in this box right here. We've got his cotter pins, which are my favorite kind of cotter pins. We got the snap lock tool, this is my first Techie prop, so I'm so happy we got a snap lock tool. And here's the instructions on how to use it. So, we're going to have to slide out the rest of the box. I'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Here's the base. You pulled it out in like a slide out kind of form, but now we actually have to get to the rest of the slide out. So, let's get it. All right. We're going to cut this open, and the rest of his parts are in this. His head's over there, but we're going to save that for last, definitely. Best for last. I'm so happy I got this guy, though. I had originally was like, he's alright, but like, whoa. Here's this like shirt, his like inflatable kind of shirt thing. We've got his pants right here, his overalls. I forget he wears overalls, not just regular pants. Right here is the, here is the mech piece, well, the control box piece. Techie has really weird control boxes, as you can tell. Look at that.
Yeah.
A white control box. I've never had a prop with a white control box. So there you go. And let's get to the rest of the stuff. Here is the head of his hatchet.
Yeah.
This thing is freaking huge. I can tell this guy's going to be huge in my house. There's the hatchet. In this piece, I think it's the mechanism. Right here. Inside of the bubble wrap is the mech. Let's go. Actually, let's go ahead and get his hands out. His hands are right here in this bubble wrap. You see that, guys? See his hands? Here are his leg poles with the leg foam over them. I don't know if they're supposed to be that way. I think they are. All right. let's get the next stuff out. Here's that weird shoulder frame with the weird connections. You see that? You see that? Yeah. I don't like props with these kind of connections, but I got him. Here are some of these heavy-duty sturdy poles. These are huge. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this mech out off camera and I'll show you. Here you go. Here we go. Right here is the mechanism piece. Now we're gonna get to the last part, that being the head. So you can already kind of see it through the thing, but it is bubble wrap, which is more unfortunate than it just being in a foam thing like Ghostface's was. But hold on. Hopefully this is easier to get out than the mech. The mech was not easy at all. And just so you know, this guy's huge if you haven't been to your local Spirit and seen him. So here we go. I'm trying to rip this out. Hold on. Alright, pause the camera. I'll show it. Alright, head reveal. 3, 2, 1. Woo! That is a really cool head. Oh my gosh, look at that. The human teeth, everything about Pumpkin Punisher is amazing. So now, now here is the mess we made in the floor. Now it's time to get to the setup. See you in a minute. So the first step we are going to do, come closer. Take this size 52, shoe, and put it right here on the base. You just gotta make sure that's stable, because I think it wobbles around a little bit, but that's fine because you gotta make sure that you gotta line up the little hole. Excuse me. Now you slide this one on, and you do the exact same thing. Just make sure. Now it's time to get to the next. The next step we are going to do is take this pole, this B pole right here, and connect it onto the leg poles. So there we go. That's number one. And now I'm gonna come over here and do the second one, which is gonna attach this A pole. Don't think it matters which one goes where, because there we go, right there. Now let's get on to the next. The next step we are going to do is take this and slide it in there just like that, and you actually have to rip the leg foam some to find the thing, but you're going to push that. Holy crap. That should not be as difficult as it is to do that.
Yeah.
Let's try to slide in. Try to see. Holy
You know what? We'll just.
That is really hard to do.
We'll just get back to you when we're done.
Yeah. All right, we got one in. We just got dash it. I just dash it in there. So hold on. Let me try to. Oh my freaking God, that's hard. Hold on. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Fucking God. My God, that's difficult. Are you still filming? So we got that one in finally. We cotter pinned it. Now it's time to put the cotter pin in this one. Hold on. Let me. Likes to wiggle around sometimes. There we go. Cotter pin that so that way it can't come out. Now we're gonna try this again and put this one. I think it does matter what side goes in which. So let's go ahead and put that. I think that one's simply just side in specific just doesn't want to go in. I might have to go get the mallet.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna try again. Use. So next step we're gonna do is take this hold on, we're gonna take these pants or overalls. These are overalls. Slide them on and take this other. We're gonna take the other. Like the straw is actually not messy at all. It's very well stitched on. These overalls smell so bad.
Yeah.
They smell like fish. Don't know why, but they do. Okay, let's get the overalls out. The Velcro on these is. Alright, now we're gonna dig for the poles now. Why is that so difficult to dig down in there? Alright. Cut. Well, let's just cut. Alright, the next step you're going to do is take this, and I think you put this on next. Actually, let me look again. So actually, the next step you're going to do is take this and put these on. You're going to put these on, then you're going to snap the mech on. There we go. That looks better. Now let's go snap the mech on. Alright, the next step is going to be putting this mechanism piece on. The trick is to line it up just right with the thing. Supposed to be. It's not fitting in right, so I think I'm going to do this off camera. Alright, the next step we are going to do, we got his mechanism on. That was a very hard and painful thing, but I had to get my mallet to do it. But now we're going to put the booty piece on. He has a big booty. Okay, this isn't as easy as it looks. This isn't as easy as it looks, guys. Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, you put the left. Now we're going to pull his overalls off. Or is it the shirt next? I think it's the overall. I think you pull up the overalls. You gotta have it over the booty. You gotta have it over the booty, I think. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. The next step we are going to do, take his control box and we are going to put it on. And he does wiggle a little bit, but this is a jump scare prop. Be mindful. This thing is a jump scare prop. Now let's look for the sensor so I can go ahead and do the sensor wire. Here it is. So we're going to take the sensor wire. This wire right here. I think this is it. Like that. And now we're going to get on to the next step. Alright, the next step we are going to do is take his shoulder piece and we are going to put it on that little thing right there. You kind of have to hold his base down because this guy does love to wiggle. He likes to wiggle. But this guy is a jump scare, so hey darling, you gotta kind of push that on there, so that way you gotta push that on there, and then I have to get a cotter pin, and we are going to cotter pin that onto there. So It may look a little funky right now, but it'll all make sense once we do the next few steps. I think, I hope. You definitely want to cotter pin these when you're doing the... You definitely want to cotter pin these whenever you're... whenever you're putting the shirt and stuff on, because this little crap right here can become... This shoulder...
To just easily slide up.
Yep, there you go. There we go. So it looks weird at first, but it all makes sense in the next few steps. So let's get it. The next step, all right, actually the step we're going to do next is we're going to attach the pin in like that. And then I'm going to go and get I'm going to get another pin and we're going to connect we're going to connect that right here. This guy does have a tough setup, but it's all part of the process. There you go. His mechanism is
complete.
Yeah. Now it's time to get on to the hardest part.
Head.
All right. Then next, now I've got the step stool, so we're gonna drop that wire down just like that. Now I just gotta get his burlap. Yeah, this is very, very difficult. There we go. There we go. Got his head. So now we'll get on to the next step. Next step we are going to do is pair the wires. I've never seen wires look like this before on any props I have. Have you?
Maybe.
There we go. Head wire is connected. Now let's get on to the next step. Next step we are going to do is take his undershirt and Velcro it around. I'm gonna go get that arm real quick. Hold on a second. His arms do like to fall. Okay, there we go. So. Hold on. I'm gonna do it like this. Then just kind of pull it back up. There we go. Just like that. Now it is time to lift up his next side and get his other arm on, which should be a lot easier this time. I thought the arms were going to be the death of me, but no. This is actually pretty simple so far. Now this is going to be the hard part. There we go. Okay, let's... There we go. Arms are on. It's time to pull this up. I actually found his motor wire. Hallelujah. So let's go ahead and connect the motor wire. There we go. Now it is time to get on to the next step. All right, the next step we are going to do is attach his hands on just like this. Hold on. There we go. Hand number one. Time for hand number two, which is going to take a little longer, but... I will pull his overalls up soon, whenever this video's over. Okay, let's... Okay. This is a very heavy-duty prop.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you realize how massive this guy is until you see him in person. Definitely the largest prop in my whole entire collection. Maybe about the same size as the... Hold on, cut the cameras. All right, now it is time to get on to the demo. Here he goes. Ooh. Oh my God, that looks so much cooler in person, don't it?
Yeah.
In my house. Alright, now it is time to get on to the review of the Pumpkin Punisher from Spirit Halloween. What do I think of this guy? Honestly, wasn't expecting this. 10 out of 10. He is massive. His jump scare looks way better when it's in your own house. And this guy's really one that you need to get the feel of by seeing it in your house or in somebody else's house to see how just freaking gigantic this guy is. He is $349.99. $349.99 or $350. He is well worth it. He's massive. He's cool. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy him online because this guy has like $100 oversized shipping. But yeah, that's it for the video. That is going to be it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Peace out. Bye.